I'm just kidding. Max did an unbelievable job picking himself off the ground. He did take some hits now. He did take some hits, and but did a good job of picking himself off the field. To me, a big-time quarterback takes it right in the lips and stands in there and delivers. And he did that numerous times. He's performing like a freshman at times with some of the things he's doing, but at times, he's showing big-time flashes of being a great quarterback for us.
So it sounds like he's your guy, whether Morgan's healthy or not next week.
Well, I mean, he's definitely deserved to be the starter next week. We're not going, we're not making a quarterback controversy or anything like that. He deserves to be the starter next week.
Joker, is it just coincidence that it seems like at the same time that Coach Sheik started running the ball better, quarterback play improved, at the time Matt Ward starts catching the ball better, quarterback play improved, or improved quarterback play, those other things happen? Or how do you explain all that happening at the same time?
Ooh, that was a lot, man.
I've been thinking.
I was thinking that as soon as our offensive line starts getting healthy, then we start getting banged at other positions. That's what I was thinking, but we started making plays. We started making plays, and like I say, the Sheik is seeing things. And once you can run the ball, once you can do one of the things good, it helps the other phase. It helps when you can run the ball. It helps you throwing the ball because you now get more people in the box because they say we got to stop this run. We can't get gassed on the run, and we throw the ball. You get more one-on-one coverages. And we said got to beat man-to-man coverage. Once you start throwing the ball, now it gives you a chance to run the football. So it then becomes a cat and mouse game. So all the things that when we are able to do one of the things well, I think it helps the other areas of our offense.
On the same line right there, just talk about that play where you go to King after you run it to Coach Sheik a few times and touchdown and put it away.
Got another hat in the box, and again, our goal was that we got to beat man-to-man coverage. And in the first half, that was a foul ball. We tried to throw to King, we tried to throw to Rourke, but in the second half, we hit a couple of them for home runs, and those are big plays. And now, you start playing a little softer in your coverage. You start putting safety over the top of those defenders, and now we get back to the running game.
But you've also said through the years that you pass to run. Do you feel like that balance is coming?
I think today definitely it was there, but it's our receivers' job. It's our receivers' jobs to get them into cover two. Okay, to two safety looks. Then it becomes our running game's job to get them back to cover one, to single safety looks, and you just keep going back and forth. And we did a good job of that today. Our run game did a good job of getting them to single safety looks, and then our pass game, once they get into single safety looks, our receivers did a good job, and our quarterback did a good job of saying, we're not going to let you play us in single safety looks, and now we got some two safety looks, and we went right back to the run game.
Joker, did Max ever check off to any of those plays, or were those late calls by Randy?
Well, we tried to take them out, most of them out of his hands, and let him play. A lot of that stuff that we were doing was just look, check with me. Okay, and it was check with me, meaning check with Coach Sanders, and we would.
So you're giving him two plays and two choices, and then Randy tells him which one to take.
We only give him one. And we'll give him more protection and just try to see if we got a zone or man route that we need to get to and get to a zone beater or man beater.
Joker, what was Max's demeanor before the game? Did he seem nervous?
Relaxed. No, he was relaxed. He was, the guys, I think last week helped that a lot. He went in this week and had a good week of practice and just came out and played.
Is the offense fixed? Did you fix it, you think?
No, it's far from being fixed. We expect do we score every series? No. I mean, that's when the offense is fixed. When we scored what was the first half score? You know, give me that.
10-6.
First half, no, it's not fixed. It's far from being fixed. It's repaired. It's in a repair mode.
Joker, what's it tell you about Max, the player, that he missed some throws early, he was in his first start, it would have been easy for him to get rattled, maybe get down on himself, and here he comes back and leads you to a fourth quarter comeback, 2 touchdown passes, sets up another with a big throw. What did you learn about him?
Well, the guy's he's a tough individual, mentally tough guy, you know, and that's what it takes to play that position at quarterback, because there's so much stuff on the quarterback that he has to manage.
Coach, are you particularly proud about how your team rallied around Max?
Well, I don't know if it's rallying around Max. Our guys are rallying for each other, you know. I mean, that's the thing. We've been talking about locking arms and going to work together, you know, working for each other. And that's what we did. It wasn't so much for Max, but you know, the other thing I'd like to do is thank the fans. I mean, it was I really liked the energy that those guys had, and did a good job. And you do not know how important it is for the kids to see them out there. And that was big. And it was really big in the fourth quarter.
What changed with the wide receivers to turn into one of the strengths of the offense?
What changed with them? Start catching the ball. I think that, you know, it's once you make a couple plays and you start getting a little bit of confidence, you know. And it changed with Max too. You know, Max started making some plays and realized he could, you know, the game just started getting a little slower for him, and he became a little bit more confident. You know, our offensive lines, and then a lot changed with our offensive line. Those guys did some good things, even in those 4 losses that we had. You start seeing those guys gain confidence. So, I mean, when players start to gain confidence, they start to practice a little harder. They start to prepare a little harder, and it shows up on the game field.